Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Lisa Boyd-Krofsky and I am very lucky to be the team leader here at Team Kakano in Flatbush Primary School. Today I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking with you about all the fantastic things you're doing at home with your children and how much we really appreciate it. I just wanted to talk about the book bag that comes home with your child 4 days a week. So it looks a little bit like this. Some of them are a little bit different, but the basic premise is the same. So what we are sending home with your child is some activities that they can do at home with you. And any support you can give us is really greatly appreciated. So let's have a little talk about what's actually coming home in the book bag. One of the things that we're sending home is this alphabet card. Our children are doing the alphabet every day at school, and any support you can give with us at home is really appreciated. We will circle some letters for your child to learn. These are the letters that we are learning at the moment in school. The key thing with this is when you're doing the letters with your child, we would love it if you could focus on the letter sounds as well. For instance, you might say, this is the letter S, and it makes the S sound. This letter is letter M, and it makes the M sound. This is really helpful as your child learns how to read and write. Your child may also want to read some of these words to you. They're pretty clever, our kids. That's our alphabet card. And one of the other things that we send home in our book bag is a word card. The teachers will circle the words that your child is learning at the moment. So those are the words that we would like you to focus on, please. So you will notice that we've circled I, am, on, and can. We like to work on learning 3 to 4 words at a time. Once your child has mastered those words, we can give them a tick, and they're quite excited to get those ticks on their word card. Some of the ways you can do this with your child, you can practice writing them, you can write them onto scraps of paper and play memory games with the words. That's a lot of fun. You can write them down and put them into sentences. If you have some chalk, you can write with them outside. So there's lots of ways to help your children learn these words. These words are really important because they pop up in those little books that your children bring home as well. So once they've mastered all those words, we flip over onto these words. But hey, we've got to start somewhere, and this is where we start with the pink words. Another thing in your book bag will be a numbers chart. This side is numbers, and on this side we've got shapes. There's also an opportunity here to talk about colours as well. So we can say, oh look, there's a yellow square, or this is a orange diamond. A fun game with the shapes is to actually find things around your house that make those shapes. So you might be able to say, let's look for some squares. Where can we find some squares in the kitchen? Where can we find some circles? On this side we have our numbers chart. This goes from 1 all the way up to 20. It would be really helpful if you could practice counting with your children. What we like the children to do is to point when they're counting. So say we're working over here on number 4, you would go 1, 2, 3, 4. A fun activity to do once you've mastered that is to actually find 4 items in your house. Maybe you could find 4 apples, 4 oranges, 4 knives, 4 forks. Can you get 4 plates out of the cupboard? Maybe supervise that one. That's another fun activity for your children to be doing at home with you. Also, what you're going to find in the book bag is books, readers. So your child will bring home a book 4 days a week to read with you. They're going to start with a simple book like this one. When we first learn about reading, we don't just learn about reading words, we learn about how do we look after books and how do we read. Where do we start? How do we turn pages? So we will talk about things like front cover, back cover. Let's read the book together. We're going to turn to the title page. This is a word, and this word says mum. This is one word. And look, it's a picture of mum. Then when we turn the page, we bring your child's attention to the picture. The pictures are really important. They help us to make meaning of what we're reading. So we talk about what mum's doing. Oh look, mum is cooking, yeah. Now where do we start to read? We start to read here. Let's read it together and point to the words. Mum is cooking. Let's turn the page. This is how we turn the page. What's mum doing now? Yeah, you're right. Mum is painting. Where do we start to read? Good job, we start here. Let's read it together. Mum is painting. It's really important that we let our children look at these pictures. They are really important as we begin reading. So don't cover them up. Keep them there for your child. They support them as they learn how to read. As they start getting a little bit more confident and learn some more words and letters, they start reading more tricky books. This one you will find is a little bit more tricky because it's now got 4 words. Again, talk about the picture. Oh, what are they doing? They're grocery shopping. What have they found? They've found some pears. Maybe we could even count them, couldn't we? 1, 2, 3. Where do we start to read? We start here. Here are the pears. Remember, if your child doesn't know the words, help them out. That's completely fine. This is a fun activity. Then our books are even going to start getting a little trickier. Can you see there's more words on the page now? Where do we start reading? We start here and we read across the page. Nick is in the book. Oh, where do we go now? Yep, you're right, we go down here. Here is Nick. You can even talk about words on the page that your child might know, like is. Look, here's is. Can you see it anywhere else? Yeah, good job. It's here as well. Hey, so thank you very much for all you do for us here. We really appreciate all your support, and I hope you have fun learning at home with your child. Thanks again. Bye.